Hey friends, this is the CaDA Japanese steam bun shop, set number C66006W, 1,180 pieces, and it's designed by the designer Tong Shin Jun and signed by him as well. And what you're looking at is a two-story structure. Steam bun shop on the bottom floor with a vending machine, two places to sit, lights, signage, and on the upper floor is a living area, and it has all this like electrical line that's coming into it, some piping, and let's look at the back too. So on the back you can see yet more utilities happening. So another pipe. This is like an HVAC, maybe a ducting system here. And it looks like it's built completely upside down and then snapped into place. It has some slats here, as well as slats for the main windows in the living area. And then two mini splits as well. Some cool little builds for that. I noticed the vending machine says Fuji on the side of it, which is kind of cool. And then this is a perfect use of that trans blue windshield piece. I think that's a really sells it and is a good use. All right, and then you can see that the entire back of it folds open. It's got a hinge along that side, and the upper area is quite minimalist. I don't know if you can see here, but it's got a tiny little bed, a nightstand, and just a living area on the inside, as well as like I think this is like a bookcase here. So this designer did a lot of like little details and was restrained about it too. They didn't use too many bright colors or over the top builds, but rather looks like they went restrained and tried to go sort of realistic on this. So I appreciate that. And then there's a little bit of greenery growing around one of the windows too. So really cool. I think it's kind of a upscale, maybe more sophisticated take on one of these Japanese buildings. All right, we'll look at the bags, we'll look at the instructions. There is a light kit, we'll look at the lighting, we'll look at the stickers. But there are a lot of bags here, but there's only two numbered bags. These are all number 1 and these are all number 2. That's a lot of bags, so just be prepared. You'll be opening a lot of bags when you start this. I think that's that probably should have had 3 or 4 bags to be correct, or to give you to pace it out a little better, I think. As far as the parts go, they should look familiar. They're familiar part designs and colors. They look very similar to me to Legos, so they should be compatible. And then you see here, one thing I noticed is that it has these dark tan pieces for the slats. And here in the photo, it looks like they're light tan. So they may have made that change, or maybe the photo's a little bit different, but that's what you're actually getting, are the darker tan. So again, I think you're going to get a kind of more upscale color palette when you go to build this. There are these loose parts in here, so 2 plates and then your tubing. And there are additional loose, quote-unquote, pieces. So there is a skylight on the very top of it. And so they've bagged all of the window pieces individually. So if you're like me and you don't like your windshield pieces getting scratched, you're in luck, because they have bagged them all separately. Oh, and we didn't look at that skylight. So here it is. The top of it actually has a skylight. So this designer has thought about where all the light would be coming from, which I appreciate. So it looks like it's actually a nice place to spend time. So I think that's a successful model, is when you look at it and go, oh, I'd like to spend time in there. All right, sticker sheet. It's looks like it's clear backed. It has several things that say Fuji on them. It's got artwork. So steam bun style artwork, and then this artwork I think goes on the inside of the living quarters. It's cool that they have that Fuji logo in there, and has a little like illustration of a steam bun too that goes in some of the signage. So that's pretty neat. Let's look at the lighting kit too. So it's actually just a light string with a USB on it. So I have here a power bank. Let's make sure it's on, plug it in. So pressing it, it's one of those that's just a string, and you can press it multiple times for different modes. There's a slow pulse, fast pulse, a little of everything, strobe, that kind of thing. So um, normally I'd say that this is kind of a lazy way to include a lighting kit, but in the instructions they actually tell you how to route it, and they have little provisions for you to route the wires so that you get the maximum amount of light on the interior. So I think they tried to make a good use of this kit, which is the kind of the cheapest way that you can include lighting, but they've done what they can to make it work out. All right, and then the front of this here, you have a designer introduction. So it's a letter from the designer, and then information about how to use the brick separator, some do's and don'ts. And then you'll see bag 1 builds you the first floor, and bag 2 builds you the second floor. And then you just jump right into it. The instructions are pretty well paced, and for the new pieces that you're applying, they put this red outline around it to help you figure out what you're working on. And yeah, so not too bad. And I'm seeing that they put a lot of detail into it. I mean, you saw all those Fuji stickers. Looks like quite a few of them go on these to be little cans or bottles that go inside the vending machine. So that's pretty unique. I think that's a nice touch that they went to that trouble. Steam Bun Shop has those steam bun containers, those, like, I don't know what they're called, like wicker containers on the inside. You build up the stairs, and as you're going, they show you how to route the wiring, that light string. So it goes from the bottom floor up to the second floor. Oh, look at that. That's a little like computer build. That's like a mouse and a tower. And yeah, so, and even the chair is kind of cool. It's kind of minimalist. And they've thought about clipping in that chair too, which I appreciate. I like it when furniture doesn't just sit there loose, but it's actually clipped in. I think that's a little bit nicer. The bed is nice too. Just simple, minimal little builds. Yeah, and so pretty good. There's the slats, there's the roof, there's that skylight too. And yeah, you can see how they're building everything out. Maximum amount of detail. And if you're a fan of these Japanese like street scenes with all the jumbled wiring and the piping and things like that, you're gonna really like this, because this designer's really tried to recreate that vibe. And then not only that, you get to open it up, and you can see here all the different places that the lighting gets to go. So it goes all the way from the bottom, sneaks up the stairs, and goes to the roof of the second floor too. And then here's where all the stickers go. And then part inventory. All right, there you go. So I hope that was useful for you. If you liked the video, hit like. And if you could subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. All right, thank you very much.